I was listening to a great podcast the other day where Brene Brown was interviewing Jim Collins. And at one stage, Jim Collins asks Brene Brown what the clear distinction is between guilt and shame. And Brene Brown's response was so powerful, it really struck me. She said, shame is a focus on self, and guilt is a focus on behavior. So shame is, I am a bad person. Guilt is, I did a bad thing. Shame is highly correlated with abuse, depression, addiction, suicide, eating disorders, whereas guilt is negatively correlated with all of those things. And in spite of there being a kind of common attraction for those in positions of responsibility and power to use shame as a method of disciplining people or teaching them they've done bad things, actually, the data over 50 years clearly indicates that that is not the case. It does not work. Guilt, on the other hand, is a great motivator for positive behavioral change because it's self-generated and not put on people by someone else. Some years ago, we were running part of a culture change program, which was being rolled out globally. And part of the program was bringing customers together with the suppliers who were our clients and explaining what it was like to be a customer. Now, the feedback was incredibly strong and on the whole, very negative. And it really took some of our clients really by surprise. Now, during one of these workshops, there was one person who, at a particular moment when we'd really encouraged people to explore what they felt was the impact that they were having on their customers, this guy, he jumped up and left the room. And what transpired was that he went straight to a phone and called his customer. And he said, listen, I am so sorry. I have been treating you abominably for really quite a long time. And it's only just dawned on me that that's what I'm doing. So is there any way that we can sort of clean the slate and start again? Now, the customer was pretty surprised about that. He said, okay, it sounds really good. As a gesture of goodwill, I'll pay the invoice that I've been holding out from paying for over a year now for the $5 million we owe you. And let's see where we go from there. Now, what's beautiful about that was that our client, the one who left the room, was feeling guilt, not shame. And it was that guilt that motivated him to really make amends and to be vulnerable and transparent with his customer. That was a great outcome. So there you go. There's my thought for the week, the difference between guilt and shame. My name's Tom Dennis. I'm the CEO of Serenity and Leadership, and I'll see you next week. Thanks.